with the second last round of the Muffin Cup. WindowLife versus Decaten, sorry. Apparently WindowLife isn't ready. It seems as though both players need a warm-up, so out of respect for the players that decided to join the tournament even at such a busy time, well, we give them the warm-up they want. Our two players today are WindowLife and Dingleton, also known as Decaten. Both players are both from the USA. Decaden is a left-handed mouse player, while WindowLife is a right-handed tablet player. WindowLife is known for his high speed and high speed consistency as well. Also known for climbing through the ranks relatively fast. While Decaden here is known for his tournament skills. Okay, and they've started on this map with Decaden using Hidden, and WindowLife going Nomad. I guess like this is a fine map to start off on. So I guess I'll commentate the warm-up as well. The score sizes are pretty similar, but Decaten does have the hack lead as well as a small combo lead on top of WindowLife as well. When WindowLife breaks there, I guess it's fair because both players are not warmed up yet. This does look like an awkward aim, like alt style map. And Decaten's act is looking really, really good, I think. And Decaten looks super duper comfortable on this while WindowLife doesn't look all that comfortable on end, but both players do hit those bursts and miss. Then WindowLife misses on the jumps, but Decaten still FCing with his 99.228 act now, 99.3 act now actually. And then there's WindowLife who has 93 act. WindowLife is the higher rank in this match, but Decaten is the one with the most tourney experience. Oh, it seems both players cannot play this last final section of the map. Decaden's act does drop just a bit, but at the end of the map, Decaten does have a bit more score. Oh, forgive me for all of the. I need to change the stream name. Forgive me for all of the any background noise that it does. It is currently raining and thundering, but I cannot reschedule the match last second. That would be very, very rude of me. Okay, both players are gonna play this last map, and then we'll actually start on the true tournament. And it seems as though the audio is currently breaking. There's not much I can do about that. The hit sounds on this map are not the best if these players are playing with the hit sounds on. And it does seem this is an aim tech map in which Decaten has already broken, as well as WindowLife after a small delay. WindowLife and Decaten both have essentially the same act. It may even be the exact same, but after that little section, WindowLife has the act disadvantage by just by a little bit. It's about by 0.8%. And Decaten breaks on the sliders, while WindowLife still has his 350 combo now. These sliders are very awkward to aim with many micro adjustments playing a massive role inside of it. WindowLife broke, making him lose the lead he had on Decaten, and now Decaten is about to take it back in just a few moments now, and there it is. He's taken back the lead. Back to the act. Decaten now has almost 2% advantage over WindowLife, as well as the massive combo advantage of almost 500 combo, breaking it right about now. And Decaten does look very comfortable on these sliders, on the finger control, and the aim as well. He is a mouse player as well, so his aim does look very smooth, and he does not suffer too much from shake. I know he does use a very high sense for the... He uses a very high sense for, generally for mouse players, but even then, his aim looks crispy and very smooth. It looks very good. And WindowLife, on the other hand, is now suffering from low AC as well as a very high combo, which is putting his nerves on the line. I did not pay attention enough to WindowLife, but WindowLife does seem to be catching up as I say that he does break, however. I doubt either of these players have many nerves, since this is just a tournament match held for fun against two friends. But WindowLife is not able to hold combo at the end here, which almost seals it to Decaten. Decaten bring it back with a 500 combo lead on WindowLife. If either both players are but bound to FC this ending, and both players did. What? Decaten S ranked. WindowLife bans the Hidden 2. Okay, Hidden 2 is gone. And Decaten bans DT2. So Hidden 2 and both of DT2 and Hidden 2 are both gone. So WindowLife bans Hidden 3. And Decaten bans the Nomad 5. So the current ban maps are Nomad 5, Hidden 2, Hidden 3, and DT2. And WindowLife chooses Nomad 2. Now this is the actual tournament. What? For some reason the match had just changed back. Let's see how this pick goes. Both players are wishing each other good luck, like always. The first Nomad 2 pick. Wind God Girl. It starts off with a bit of aim and a bit of alt. Oh, Decaten already broke, as well as having lower act than WindowLife, but knowing Decaten, he'll probably bring this back. He'll probably bring his combo back up as well as his act, as seen by him assessing all of these streams. Very surprising to see a Decaten break all this soon. But both players do seem very comfortable on the Nomad 2 pick. Both having better acts than they did at the start, with WindowLife having a 98 and Decaten with a 95. Of course, Decaten missed at the start, so his acts going to be much lower than WindowLife for the majority of this map. But I think that Decaten will be able to bring it back if he just plays well, plays up to his own standards. The combo difference isn't too significant. It's about a 70 combo chain difference. That is a lot more significant than I had originally thought. And WindowLife act is good, just going up and up. Decaten breaks once more. Chain missing on that on 2 streams in a row. He's probably mashing on himself for it. But WindowLife is still holding on to the FC and nearly the SS. Only dropping a few 100 so far. It does seem like it would have been a close match if Decaten hadn't broken at the start or in the middle of the map. The lead is massively in WindowLife's favor with a nearly double the point lead. But as the map goes on, Decaten seems to be catching up in ACK and combo very, very slowly. However, I do not think it's enough for Decaten to just just to start FCing and assessing the rest of the map. I think he does have to wait for a WindowLife break. I do think WindowLife has to break for Decaten to come back here. But WindowLife does seem very, very comfortable on the Nomad 2 pick, this being a 190 BPM stream, 200 BPM stream map with relatively hard flow aim and a decent bit of finger control and triples. The spacing between the notes on the streams aren't all that forgiving either, as well as it changing occasionally. There are space streams in here as well. Most players are hitting and WindowLife breaks, but I'm not sure if that's enough to bring it back for Decaten because there's such little map left. But with Decaten's current combo, it may be doable. If WindowLife just starts throwing, Decaten could bring back the point. This is the first pick of the match, and it's already relatively close in terms of skill and skill sets. And generally, WindowLife is a solo player, while Decaten is a tourney player. However, WindowLife is known for some of his tournament performances, but he's generally known for his solo speed play. And that is a win. That is a point for WindowLife. It's now Decaten's pick. And it seems as though it didn't pick the Nomad 3. Okay, so this is the Nomad 3. Nomad 3 are generally alt maps. Decaten called this map a banger, but we'll see what they think after them playing it. So far, the scores are very similar, with WindowLife having the lower ACK actually. This does seem like a relatively fast Noma 3, actually, not seeming like an alt map at all. However, apparently this is what high level Noma 3s look like. Oh, and Decaten broke, giving the lead to WindowLife in a moment, and there he's taken it now. The question is now, will WindowLife be able to hold his FC and hold his lead for the entirety of the map? WindowLife does look much more comfortable on these maps than Decaten, but Decaten is the tourney player, and after WindowLife breaks, after a small delay, Decaten also breaks, but then WindowLife broke again, having multiple chain misses on the stream, and then just missing on that last node of that section, the aim section there before the pause. Both players have roughly the same act with a 2% difference, not being that much, being just a few notes from each other, and Decaten broke again. Also missing on that one stream, the aim in this map does look very awkward, but it looks quite fun at the same time. Decaten's act is rising, and middle life broke just a second ago. Decaten is in the lead when it comes to score and act and combo. It currently looks like this will be a close match because both players are just winning their own picks. This reminds me of something which happened to TS Fury and Spicy, the last match that happened yesterday. I'm glad they both let me stream this because I think this will be an interesting match. Oh, and WindowLife breaks, and for some reason there's no hit sounds on Decaten's side. And the map is over, and Decaten gets a 400 combo ending on the end. A 13 miss and 25 miss. Not bad. It's now WindowLife's pick. There's no WindowLife's pick. Let's see what he picks. But now we're just waiting on the pick from WindowLife. WindowLife picks the DT4. So WindowLife picked the DT4. Both players face a super high AR. However, it's only 9.4 with DT. Like, it's 9.4 before DT, so it's about 10.5, I believe, with DT. We will be able to see in the map. The map is relatively fast. I will give them that. It is a high AR. I was not expecting this as a DT4. WindowLife seems to be having issues playing this. But same in Decaten. It seems as though neither players can truly play this map. And the players seem very, very uncomfortable on this map, it being a DTL. It's very hard. The air is very high. With it being ult and aim at the same time, these players are missing left, right, and center. Across the boards, and we have misses. No one's able to hold combo. But WindowLife does have nearly triple the combo of Decaten. Not combo, I'm sorry. Nearly triple the score of Decaten. Decaten is now complaining that he couldn't read that with a 78 4 miss. Is not Decaten's pick once again. It's not Decaten's pick. Let's see what he picks. The Nomad 4. Interesting. From DT to Nomad 4. Seems as though WindowLife's download is not working. Oh, WindowLife's pick is not working. So he has to delete it and reinstall the map. Alright, Nomad 4, generally a tech map. Generally a tech map, this one seems to be following the same principle, being a Camellia map. 7 stars, 181 BPM at 2 minutes of drain. Mapped by Realzy. WindowLife already has the lower act than Decaten. Decaten having an SS at this point. Not much less to expect them, and Decaten broke his SS in here. But that does put him up just a tiny bit in the lead past WindowLife. And WindowLife breaks on the slider stream. Not quite surprising, knowing as he does not like slider streams at all. Both players do look relatively comfortable on the map, with Decaten having a 400 combo compared to WindowLife. WindowLife having is essentially nothing, just breaking relatively just recently. And then Decaten's act, as well as his combo, does put him massively in the lead comparatively to WindowLife, having nearly triple or almost quadruple his score. Decaten is leading the map by a ton. with his Ack advantage as well as his combo and consistency advantage, he's able to just FC the map up to the halfway point. As you pass the halfway point, the break is about to end, and we have Decaten going back into the map with confidence. Good Ack as well as still holding his FC, not breaking on anything. He holds through the slider streams as well as WindowLife. And now it's back to the slider aim as well as the finger control, and both players seem to be hitting it, and Decaten breaks. But that doesn't lose him the lead, because with very little map left, if WindowLife broke, as he just did, he essentially has zero chance of bringing the match back into his favor, and essentially it's almost guaranteed a win for Decaten. Oh, but Decaten breaks, but so does WindowLife. Both players breaking at literally the exact same time. Again, both players broke relatively similarly, but WindowLife just a tad bit after. The Ack is massively in Decaten's favor. As the match ends, Decaten wins the point. This is very, very similar to it's now WindowLife's pick once again. As Window's carefully considering his pick, the chances he most likely he's the pick something is probably DT2 or through DT3. Oh, he picks DT1. I believe that was banned, was it not? DT1 is I thought it was banned, however it was not. Apparently Decaten has played this map once before, at least, with showing his reaction. And good luck to both of the players playing in the map. This does seem to be a speed map. I do believe this is high BPM speed aim jumps. However, it does seem to be that both players can play it. I mean, the BPM on this map is unknown on the sheet due to bugs, but that's not that much of an issue since both players can properly play the map. Both players are holding relatively close acts as well as the same combo. Both players FCing as well. Oh, and Decaten breaks. This is a pick in the favor of WindowLife. Getting lucky on these shots in the dark, not being able to see what map this is. Decaten has played this map before, so he does have the technical advantage, and WindowLife breaks, putting Decaten back into an advantageous position with Ack and combo at the same time, essentially just guaranteeing back his leadership of the point this round, as he takes it back soon Decaten just keeps building up his combo and keeps raising his act as he takes it back, fully submerging his play as leader right now. But he broke, and WindowLife takes back with combo and act better than Decaten's now after that won the stream, which both players broke in and both players missed in. The act does look like it's going towards a WindowLife now, as well as the combo, with having a 600 combo as well as a 96% act. Both players are doing pretty well on the finger control, aim, speed, ult, tech map. This is a stamina heavy map as well, but it's not too fast, so it's not too bad, but both players are very, very comfortable on it. Both players holding a very high combo with 400 and not 850 respectively. Decaten's act is not going up, instead it's relatively going down at the 93.7 now, while WindowLife act just goes up and up now, going to 96.54 or 57. Now it's at 5, and WindowLife hits that entire stream as well as the slider stream, while Decaten breaks, essentially cementing WindowLife as the winner of this pick. Not much can happen to WindowLife to make it so Decaten can win. WindowLife will just have to completely stop playing to let Decaten win, but I don't think he's going to do that. So this almost nearly cements him as WindowLife is just destroying Decaten in this map, in the pick he chose, which is relatively expected considering WindowLife is a speed player. A 20 miss compared to a 1 miss. So now Decaten's pick once more. As Decaten picks his map and takes his considerations, and he has to take into consideration that the type of player Window is. WindowLife is known as a speed player, but he's not too bad at aim or other aspects either. As seen previously, he has beat Decaten in tech aim as well as finger control. I'm curious what Decaten will choose as his pick, with DT2 being banned, Hidden 2 and Hidden 3 being banned, and Hidden 1 as he chooses Hidden 1 as his pick. So, Decaten chose a Hidden 1 pick, which is very surprising. I didn't think Decaten would pick a Hidden 1. And Decaten saying it does sound like a Hidden 3, however, as seen by many maps before, you can never tell what a map will sound like or how a map will play like based off of the song. There's not much to say other than that break is at the start was very surprising. Decaten finding a chain miss, and as well as WindowLife finding a second chain miss at the start of those streams, and then Decaten's slider broke. And he finds a chain miss as well as WindowLife essentially missing an entire stream, missing another almost entire burst. The flowing in this map does seem very, very heavy and very, very uncomfortable, as well as the snap 1-2s. The act goes into Decaden's favor, but as the combo basically just resets, Decaden's in the lead. I can't read what WindowLife has written there. I think both players have started to adjust to the type of mapping this is, but except for actually WindowLife may not have adjusted. Neither may have Decaten or Decaten. Sorry, but both players are still finding loads and loads of misses as well as low act. Decaten finding multiple misses around the globe here. This may be a comeback for WindowLife if he keeps FCing all of this section. Oh, that was very close. WindowLife nearly overtook him. It was just a simple 1,500 point difference. It's now WindowLife's turn to pick. Both players have just kept winning their own picks. No one's going anywhere. This is a really, really even match. And WindowLife chooses the Hard Rock 2. Very, very surprising. He chose the Hard Rock 2. Hard Rock 2 is very like old style mapping, very linear aim. WindowLife has just been taunting Decaten this time by calling him Dingle Boy, based off of his OC name Dingleton. Let's see how the Hard Rock 2 goes. It's very precision heavy instead. Oh, WindowLife broke at the start. Missing on triples. The act does look very much in Decaden's favor with a 96 compared to a 93 as but WindowLife does have the much, much higher combo, nearly double that of Decaden as he breaks. As WindowLife breaks, that puts Decaden back in the lead with a 96 act and essentially 400 combo right about now. But he broke on the last node of the section before the break. Very, very unfortunate for him. Now WindowLife is back in the lead with combo. almost bringing his score back enough to match that with Decaten. All WindowLife has to do is not break for a bit and he'll bring it back. But as I say that WindowLife broke, that is the Commentator's Curse in action right there. Decaten does break as well, but so does WindowLife after a tiny bit of delay. The score furthers into Decaten's lead, making it harder and harder for WindowLife to come back if he can't hold his combo either. Decaten's now at a 200k score, while WindowLife is still at a 190k score. Almost a 20,000 point difference between the two scores. Decaten's axe seems to be just dropping slowly, and WindowLife just had a massive chain miss on the spacing of that last stream. Yeah, Decaten just misses on essentially just a little bit of air. Now both players miss on the last slider stream part. It seems as though Window had misread that section, that little triple there, as well as Decaten nearly misreading it, but saving himself last second. Both players just broke at the same time, essentially just sealing this for Decaten. There's nothing WindowLife could do to bring it back for him. And as such as said, this is a guaranteed point for WindowLife. Decaten had just attempted to pick the hidden two. Okay, both players are now playing a Hard Rock 1, generally an aim map. Both players are still just winning their own picks, not much you can do about that. Both players seem very comfortable in this, but Decaten broke. As I say, both players are comfortable. I guess whatever I say just is a curse. The act is just barely an advantage to Decaden, or actually no, both players have pretty much the same act, but WindowLife does just have the higher combo because Decaden had just broke. I believe WindowLife is still currently FCing, but he breaks. And that is quite sad for WindowLife, as he did seem kind of nervous as he was FCing. The combo and act advantages are now, the act is the same for both players, but WindowLife broke, lowering his act just a bit, and that puts Decaten in the lead with act and combo. Very soon, Decaten's gonna have the lead on the map for the point. Again, bringing up the trend of the players just winning their own picks and only their own picks. Both players, that does mean they're both very, very skilled. If they can pick maps that they're both so confident in and the other player cannot play well enough to match. Both players did just break with essentially with a little delay. The act is back into Decaten's favor as Decaten starts comboing these bursts with really good act. WindowLife breaks, finding himself a miss on a double, but that doesn't stop him from SSing that stream. But it doesn't stop Decaten from SSing it either. Both players are SSing all of these very awkward to aim streams, and both players are getting a decent combo once again. This is a hay map, and Decaten breaks, and possibly bringing this back for WindowLife if WindowLife does not break as well. And the act isn't all that bad anymore for WindowLife, only a percent behind, not even. And Decaten broke once more, but then WindowLife breaks. After WindowLife breaks, there's nothing much he can do anymore against Decaten, but the map score is very close. If Decaten just starts to miss a lot or starts to throw, then Decaten could possibly lose this. But with the amount of map left, it's highly doubted, and as that map closes out, it is a win for Decaten. It's no WindowLife's pick once again. However, I mean, seen previously, he's telling Decaten to go hidden. This is the anti-mod pick. Essentially, anti-mod is if you pick hard rock, it's precision. If you pick hidden, it's AR8, and it's really, really bad to play on this map. And it seems WindowLife has chosen it by accident by shooting into the dark once more. Both players did choose hard rock, and WindowLife breaks off nearly to at the 1/4 mark of the map, while Decaten still holding his FC with 95 AC. The AC lead is massively in WindowLife's advantage, but the combos in Decaten's. Decaten is currently FCing the map. The question is, can he hold it throughout the majority or even the entirety of the map? This is quite a interesting map with flowing and spacing changes consistently. This also has quite a few rhythm changes in the middle of it, but it's not polyrhythm quite yet. It seems as though Decaten is still FCing with better act than WindowLife, as WindowLife breaks, finding a chain miss on the space part of the streams. Decaten just finds one miss in the middle of nowhere, as he proceeds to FC the rest of these streams at the ending. WindowLife just misses and misses again. And I think that's it for Decaten. Just that one miss if the map doesn't spike in difficulty once more. Even if Decaten just stopped playing, WindowLife could not bring this back. And that is a guaranteed win for Decaten on that map. The actual first map. The first map that wasn't won by the person who picked it. Apparently it's the second map. And the final map that Decaten will pick, the final map of Decaten's pick is the DT3. Oh, the audio is broken once again. Not sure why it does that. Nothing I can do about that. Decaten does say this may be the DT4, because for some reason this pool just has not been cooperating with what the players think it is. This pool, the DT1 is not the DT1. The Nomad 1 was not the Nomad 1. The Hard Rock 2 and 3 mods were so far the only normal maps. Both players are both miss on that. This is DT alt. This is the DT4. Like they said, DT4 is DT alt. And WindowLife breaks after Decaten multiple times. Decaten does seem pretty comfortable on this, except for that one part, as Decaten does FC the majority of these alt sections with very awkward aim in between, very awkward flow aim as well. The ACK is also going to Decaten as well as the combo. At the halfway mark, Decaten does have a 95% A rank and about 400 combo, and WindowLife has a 90% ACK as well as about 200 combo. As the map goes on, Decaten breaks the 400 combo barrier right about now, and the ACK is just dropping from both players, but it's not from WindowLife. WindowLife is actually ACK is actually going up. As Decaten keeps on playing the map, his ACK goes up as well. Both players are struggling with the reading and the DT ult of the DT3, even though this should actually be a DT4. I'm not quite sure what happened here, but the DT picks are all just backwards. The speed is the ult. I'm not quite sure what happened. The Nomad picks were relatively normal, and that's the match goes to Decaten. And that is over. Both players have now just finished. That is the 2-digit round over on Saturday, 23 UTC. I just got a DM from Decaten saying I have to fix the pool. Well, tomorrow not tomorrow, on Sunday, 22 UTC, the players, Colibet and someone else should be playing. The only issue is I'm unable to find I'm unable to find a player that can go against a Kolibed. If a Kolibed can play, that would be amazing, but I'm not sure who would go against a Kolibed. All I really need is just a person who has a similar skill level to a Kolibed, but I'm not sure who that person might be just yet. Well, Muffin Cup. The Muffin Cup, a two-digit bracket is now over. I guess that's the end of the stream. I was expecting that match to be much, much closer than it was. There was not much that happened. I was expecting the match to be much closer, maybe even going to tiebreaker, but no, that tiebreaker was not played. And as the Muffin Cup comes to as the two-digit round of the Muffin Cup comes to the end, I end the stream and tell you all that on Saturday, 22 UTC, a Kolibed will be playing someone else who has yet to be decided. Goodbye, and stop by next time. Thank you all for coming.